friends, it's Little Miss Coupons. It's Monday. I'm outside of Walgreens. I decided to swing by here before I have work tonight. It's almost 3 o'clock. I work at 4:30, so I should have more than enough time. I'm thinking I'm only going to do one transaction today anyways. I did get a spend 50, earn 10 digital booster. I have a few register rewards that are going to expire today that I want to use, and a paper booster that I also really want to use. So I'm really excited to go in and see what kind of awesome deals we can pick up today. I do have a $15 P&G Visa card that finally came, the first one. I should be having 3 of those coming. Somebody was asking me how, like, I get a lot of questions on those P&G Visas. I just want to remind you that in my description box below, I do have a video linked with a lot of information on how to submit for those, things like that. They are a limit of 1 per household. A second one did just pop up on the P&G website that I believe starts on the 1st. So both of them are only a limit of 1 per household. Now, if you have multiple phone numbers, multiple households, and multiple emails, you can submit for more than one. So personally, I do my house with my email. I have a sheet where I write this all down so I keep track. Then I do my dad's house with his phone number and email. I do my mom's house with her phone number and another email. I do my sister's house, her phone number, you know. I do my boyfriend's dad's house, my boyfriend's mom's. Like, I have like 10 different houses with people I trust that I know when it comes, they'll hand it to me. I have my grandmother's house, you know what I mean? So as long as you have different addresses with somebody's phone number that lives there, or a different phone number and a different email, you can submit for tons of those. So I always do that because it's a great promotion, and if I have all these different places that I can get the gift card sent to, then why wouldn't you, you know? But that's it. I'm babbling. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's totally free. Smash the like button while you're at it. Leave me a comment down below the video. Let me know if you're new, where you're from, and if you plan on going to Walgreens this week. Make sure your notification bell is turned on so you're notified when I post. Thank you guys so much for choosing to watch. Let's get in the store and grab some great deals. All right, friends, first deal I'm gonna jump in on are the buy 2 for the razors, earn back a $10 registry reward. So I'm gonna double check and make sure that the Digital Labs are the same deal as these ones, but it's looking like they are. So if they are, I'm gonna grab one of these for $14.99. I have a $7 off one digital. Now, if you did want to grab 2 of those, you could. You should have a $7 and a $5 digital, which are both really good. But I was able to find one Venus for $9.99. So these 2 are gonna come to $24.98. We'll get $10 off, so we'll pay $14.98 and earn back 10, making them $4.98 for 2, or $2.49 each. And they do both qualify for that P&G Visa rebate. So I just looked at my account. I also have a $5 off one Gillette or Venus, like only for you coupon. I'm not sure if that'll work for this Venus razor, but we're gonna hope, because if we get $2 more off, it'll just make it a little bit cheaper, which would be great. All right, next deal I'm gonna go ahead and throw in is on the Tresemme, as I'm like pretty much all out of this in my stockpile after my last yard sale. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up 2 of them that are priced at $6 each. Total is $12. We have a $5 off 2 digital, so we're going to pay $7 and earn back $5, making them just $1 each. So I actually realized one of the register rewards I want to use is a Tresemme register reward from last week, so I might not put the Tresemme in my spend deal. I'm thinking I might do the Pantene instead, because I also don't have any of this in my stockpile. Now, they are buy 2, earn back a $3 register reward, so you could pick up 2. That would be $10. All we have is a 2 off of 2 for these cheaper ones, so you would pay 8 and earn back 3, making them $2.50 each. But I also have a $6 off 3 digital, so I was thinking about grabbing 3 of them for $15. We'll get $6 off, so we'll pay 9 and earn back 3, making it $6 for 3, or just $2 each, which that would make it a much better deal. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the Pantene this week instead. Okay, so I wanted to throw in like a Crest Oral-B deal, and I was trying to decide which one would be better. So here's one deal you could do, but I'm not gonna do this. We have Crest toothpaste and toothbrushes on sale, $5 to $9. Buy 2 and back a $4 register reward. So you could grab one of these for $5. We have a $1 digital, and then come over here and find yourself a $5 toothbrush, which I did find one. it has a $1 digital, so those two would be 10. You'd just get 2 off, so you would pay 8, earn back a $4 register reward, and submit to Ibotta for $1 back on the toothpaste. It would make them both a cost of $3 or $1.50 each. But so I was thinking I was gonna do that since I need $10 as in like a little bit of change to get me to the $50 mark. So that wouldn't get me there. I would still have to grab like a filler item. But I'm thinking I'm gonna do this deal instead. It is spend 12, earn back a $6 register reward. I'm gonna grab one of these for $10.99. I have a $4 off one digital. Now, if you wanted, you could do this deal differently and grab 2 of them. That would be $21.98. I have 2 separate $4 digitals, so you get $8 off. That would bring you down to $13.98, earning back a $6 register reward, and then submit to Ibotta for $2 back on each one. It would make them $3.98 for both, or $1.99 each, which is a really good price for these. But like I said, I only need a little over 10 to get me to the $50 mark, so I'm grabbing one of these, and then I'm gonna grab one of these for $3.50. I don't think I have a digital for that, which is fine. So these two are gonna be $14.49. I should just get $4 off, so we'll pay $10.49, earn back a $6 register reward, and then submit to Ibotta for $2 back for this. It's gonna make these two just $2.49 or $1.24 each. All right, friends, so I realized I needed to switch something up because I'm trying not to roll my register rewards, and my $10 register reward is from the razor deal last week. So I think what I'm gonna do is take the razors out. We're going to throw in the Tresemme and just take the $5 register reward out for the Tresemme. And then we're gonna also throw in this crest deal that I told you about. So this is what my transaction is actually going to look like here. So all of this stuff here totals me up to $51.49. We'll get $5 off for Tresemme, $4 off for this crest. Then we'll get $2 off for that crest and Oral-B deal, and then we'll get $6 off for the 3 Pantene. That'll bring us down to $34.49. I'll be able to throw in my $10 register reward from last week for the razor deal, and then I have a $5 for Colgate and a $3 for, it says, Colgate Palmolive. So those are both the Colgate deals. So we're down to $34.49. We're throwing in 18 in register rewards, and we're going to throw in that paper spend booster. Hopefully it works. It's spend 20, earn 5. So we'll be down to pay $16.49 out of pocket. I have a $15 P&G Visa gift card I'm going to use, so I'll only pay $1.49 plus tax on my PayPal card. We should earn back $10 in Walgreens cash for spending $50, $5 in Walgreens cash for spending $20 for our paper booster, a $5 register reward for Tresemme, $6 register reward for Crest, $4 register reward for Crest, and $3 register reward for Pantene. Then I can submit to Ibotta for $2 back for here and $1 back for that toothpaste. So that's going to make our final cost for all that just our free and $1.51 moneymaker. All right, so I still want to grab the razors, so I'm just going to do that in a separate transaction. I don't think I'm going to do a whole nother spend deal. I think I'm just going to grab them, $24.49. Hopefully our $7 and $5 digital comes off. That would bring us down to $12.49. I'll throw in this $5 register reward and then just use $5 in Walgreens cash. So I should just pay $2.49 plus tax and earn back a $10 register reward, which would make them just a cost of $2.49 for both, which would be great. I'm sad I couldn't do my original transaction how I wanted to, but that's okay. Here's another deal I just wanted to mention. If you need the Advil, these really big packs of Advil are on sale for $17.99. Tag buy 2 earn back a $5 register reward. We still have that spend 25 earn 10 for the Haleon Huddle rebate. So if you haven't maxed that out yet and you wanted to do this, you can grab these two. That would be $35.98. We have a $6 off 2 digital, so you would pay $29.98. Earn back $10 for spending 25 in the gift card for the Haleon Huddle, a $5 register reward, and then $2 for each one on Ibotta. It would make them $10.98 for 2 or $5.49 each for these big ass ones, which is a pretty good deal if you need them. All right, really quick, friends, I did do 2 other quick deals. The General Mills were on sale 2 for $6.
We have a $1 digital, so it made them 2 for $5. I just used 5 in Walgreens cash, paid 0. Then I'll submit over to Ibotta for $1 back. Makes them 2 for $4 or $2 each. But again, I just used Walgreens cash, so that's like a freebie in my eyes. Well, it's not, but you know what I mean. And then I went ahead and grabbed the Kellogg's because they were buy one, get 2 free on sale for $5.99. So I had her scan 3 of the Frosted Flakes for me because these ones are included, but there's no Ibotta rebate for it. So she just did 3 of these. I used one of those $2 peelies I got from Walmart. So I paid $3.99 for 3 boxes. Then I'll submit to Ibotta for 75 cents back on each one. So we'll get $2.25 back for there. Made them $1.74 for all 3 boxes, or just 58 cents each. And I just used $3 in Walgreens cash and paid 99 cents on my PayPal debit card for those 3.
All right, friends, we are back home with this Walgreens haul, and it worked out really, really well today. Everything you see here with the cereal was a cost of $2.46. And I did pick up this other deal that I used some Walgreens cash on. I decided last minute after I left the store because I had a $4 register reward that was going to expire in like a few days, and I was definitely not gonna make it back to the store. So I went back in and I grabbed this stuff. Now this stuff was technically a cost of $8.67, but the reason why I grabbed it is because all of these products were 25% off. There was a 75-cent Ibotta rebate for each one, and for the Shout, if you bought 3, there was a $1 bonus. Plus, I only needed like a few more offers to hit a different $1 bonus that I had on my Ibotta. So those ended up being a cost of $8.67 for me. But again, I just used $10 in Walgreens cash and paid like basically nothing out of pocket, and then got some Ibotta rebates and some bonuses out of it. So I just wanted to share that with you. So if you do everything with that, it was a cost of $11.13, but this is my actual haul that we're going with. So this here was only a cost of $2.46, but I'm going to go over all the receipts with you. So let's do that quick. All right, so here's my main transaction. My spend 50, earn 10. So we have the 2 Tresemme at $6, 1 crust at $10.99. We have the toothpaste at $5, the toothbrush at $5, the Pantene 3 at $5 each, and then the other crust at $3.50. I did find the spend 35, earn 7 that was really expired, so I figured I might as well just try it, and it worked. I used $18 in register rewards. There's our $6 off the Pantene, $5 off the Tresemme, $4 off the crust, $1 off the crust, and $1 off the Oral-B. So our subtotal came down to $16.49. I used that P&G Visa card for $15, so I just paid $1.49 out of pocket plus tax. So pre-tax we spent out $34.49. We earned back $17.51 in Walgreens cash, so that was $10 for the digital, $7 for the paper. I got back a $5 register reward for Tresemme, $6 register reward for crust, $4 register reward for crust, and $3 register reward for Pantene. And then I submitted to Ibotta for $3 back, making this transaction free in a 402 moneymaker. And then remember, I had to switch things up, so I still wanted to grab the razors, so I went ahead and grabbed them. I used a spend 15, earn 3 that she had at the register, which was really awesome of her. I used a $5 and a $6 register reward. My $7 and $5 digital came off fine. So my subtotal came down to just $1.98, but we really spent out $13.98. We got back our $10 register reward and then $3.24 in Walgreens cash, making those 2 razors a cost of only 74 cents. Now those count for the P&G Visa rebate, but since my subtotal was only $1.98, all I can claim for that is $1.98. So I chose to do that because I wanted to use up some register rewards and have a really low out of pocket versus like since I was using a paper booster, like I would have just used Walgreens cash, but since I was using a paper booster, I couldn't. So that's why I used register rewards. So that's only going to qualify for $1.98 towards that spend 50 Visa. All right, so then I ended up grabbing the General Mills cereal. So those were 2 for $6. I had a $1 off 2 digital, so subtotal was 5. I redeemed 5 in Walgreens cash, paid 0 out of pocket. Then I submitted to Ibotta for $1 back, making them a cost of $4 or $2 each. And then here is my receipt for the Kellogg's. So she scanned 3 of the Frosted Flakes for me because those were attaching to the Ibotta rebate. And they were buy one, get 2 free. So 1 for $5.99. I had one of those $2 peelies from Walmart and it worked just fine. So I actually paid $3.99. I redeemed 3 in Walgreens cash. So I just paid 99 cents out of pocket. And then I submitted to Ibotta for 75 cents back on each box. So it made all 3 boxes the cost of only $1.74. And here's my receipt for the Shout In Scrubbing Bubbles. So those were 25% off. So we have 3 of the Shouts on sale for $3.36 and 1 of the Scrubbing Bubbles on sale for $3.59. I used that $4 register reward that was going to expire. So my subtotal came down to $9.67. With tax, it was $10.87. So I was able to redeem $10 in Walgreens cash and just pay 87 cents in tax out of pocket. But pre-tax, we spent out $13.67. I got back $5 total on Ibotta, so it was 75 cents for each one of those, $1 bonus for the Shout, and then my $1 whatever it is midweek bonus. So it ended up making all 4 of those products a cost of $8.67. So friends, like I said, my main stuff today was a final cost of $2.46. This stuff was a cost of $8.67, but I used mostly rewards to pay. Everything together was a final cost of $11.13, and I am super happy with everything I was able to pick up today. My actual out-of-pocket cost, like after my gift cards and stuff, like what I put on my PayPal debit card was literally like less than $6 today, which is absolutely amazing. So I call this a huge win for my week at Walgreens. I was really shooting for the lowest out-of-pocket possible today, and I am so happy with how that worked out. But that's all I have for you guys today for Walgreens. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's totally free. Smash the like button while you're at it. Leave me a comment down below the video. Make sure your notification bell is turned on. And thank you guys so much for choosing to watch. Happy savings to all of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.